Glenda has challenged me to teach my fox terriers how to hold an object in their mouth. This is a trick that I've tried to teach a few times. It's really hard. So I've got Spud here today, and we're going to start at lesson number 1 for teaching a chin hold. These are methods that I use to teach Odie a chin hold. So this is not the only method. This is just how I'm going about teaching it today. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure that the dog is stationary. We've got a nice little phone book here to anchor her in place. And then what I want to do is I want to make sure that the treats I have are worth working for. Yes. So, little tail leg, she likes them. Now I'm going to ask for some eye contact. Yes, mark and reward. Yes, good girl. Yes, good. Now I'm going to move on to our first exercise, which is our chin rest. So the chin rest is built on beginning with touching the dog's underside of their chin. So for a lot of dogs, it's kind of scary to have a big hand come towards their head. So we want to create a good association with reaching for the dog's head. So the first thing I do is I reach forward and I touch the underside of her chin. Yes, and I mark and reward. Reach forward. Yes, good. So Spud's done this a few times. If you're starting brand new, this might be your first exercise where you stop. So whenever I do something with my right hand, I always do it with my left hand as well. So reaching for her head. Yes, good. And I make sure that I feed nice and low and my hand is maintaining contact with her chin. Good. So reaching with my scary hand. Yes, good. Good girl. So Spud's done this a few times. So now I'm going to start adding duration to this behavior. I'm going to work up to 30 seconds this week. Today I'm just going to stretch out this activity until she can hold it for 3 breaths. I find counting your breaths is a good measure of time. So big scary hand, reaching forward to touch her chin. Yes, good girl. Reaching forward, touching her chin. Yes, good girl. So the next thing we want to do, once the dog is comfortable with you touching the underside of their chin, we want them to make the choice to place their chin on your hand and actually press down a little bit. So I'm going to, my hand, just a centimeter under her chin. And if she doesn't place her head, yes, good girl. If she doesn't place her head in your hand immediately, you can use a little cookie to lure her nose down. So, big hand. Yes. See how it's her decision to put her chin in my hand? Yes, good girl. Okay, look at it. Good. So we're just going to practice that chin rest with duration a few times. Not concerned about her sitting or standing or laying down. She can be in whatever body position she wants. Just as long as when I put my hand out, she puts her head in my hand and gives me a chin. So if she's not getting it, I can just use the lure. Yes, good girl. And then just one more time. So hand out. Yes. So this week I'll work on that up to 30 seconds, and I'll also proof it. So once she has her head in my hand, I'll move my other hand around. I'll see if she can hold it while I crinkle the bag, which is a big one. And then I'll see if she can hold it while I'm speaking. That's also hard. So that's what we're going to work on this week. The other 2 exercises that I'm going to introduce to her today is accepting a food item into her mouth. So she has to be used to me offering her an object And what I want is I want her to put her teeth on the object. Not even asking for a hold at this point, just to accept an object into her mouth. Now, Spud really loves carrots. Where's this carrot? Spud really loves carrots, so this will be easy. On your mat. Sit. On your mat. Good girl. Yes, good girl. So I'm giving her a treat with my other hand. When she makes contact with her teeth with the food object, this is something that she wants in her mouth. You can find something that your dog wants in their mouth. Might be like a Nylabone or a chew stick. We just like carrots at our house. So, yes. Good girl, yes. So she has no problem putting her mouth on it. Yes, good girl. Good. So since that went so well, we're going to try now with the non-food item. It's really important to offer lots of different textures when you're playing this game. So in subsequent sessions, I'm going to be offering her metal objects, plastic objects, wood, stuffed animals, anything I can think of. So she really likes this ring, so we're going to start with a non-food item. Yes. So that was just the very front of her teeth. I want her to accept the object right in the back of her mouth, so we're going to focus on that. Yes, good. So nice and wide. Yeah, good girl. You sit. Sit. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Yeah. So we're just getting used to accepting non-food items in the mouth. Yeah. Yes, good girl. I'm not concerned with duration. I just want her to be really waggy like this. Yes, good girl. Go get it. All right, so those are the three behaviors that I'm going to be working with Spud with. At the moment, she has 0 duration with a hold. So if I was to offer her an object, we don't even know what to do with it. Do we, Spud? No. Okay. So one more time. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Okay, that's it. All done, little do.